Dear students, today we are going to discuss the next part of Unit 12, the three caskets. In the first part, we have read that the first suitor to Portia came to Belmont and he chose the wrong casket and went away. In this part, we will discuss Act 2, Scene 9. Before we discuss the scene in detail, I'll tell you a little about it. At Belmont, the second suitor to Portia, the Prince of Aragon, makes his choice of the casket. Vain and self conceited, he feels that he deserves Portia more than anyone else. He chooses the silver casket, which says, "Who chooses me shall get as much as he deserves." The casket has the portrait of blinking idiot rather than that of Portia, so he has to depart quickly. Portia learns the arrival of a Venetian suitor. Nerissa prays that he should be Bassanio, whom Portia likes secretly. So now let's discuss the scene in detail. Act 2, Scene 9. Portia's house in Belmont. Enter Nerissa and a servitor. Enter Nerissa and a servant. Nerissa. Quick, quick, I pray thee, draw the curtain straight. The Prince of Aragon hath taken his oath and comes to his election presently. Here, the arrival of the Prince of Aragon is announced by Nerissa. She says, "Quick, I beg of you, draw the curtains at once. The Prince of Aragon has taken the oath and come to make his choice immediately." Flourish of cornets. Enter the Prince of Aragon, Portia, and their trains. So, with the sound of trumpets, enter the Prince of Aragon, Portia, and their respective followers. Portia. Behold, there stand the caskets, noble prince. If you choose that wherein I am contained, straight shall our nuptial rite means marriage ceremony, be solemnized, be celebrated. But if you fail, without more speech, my lord, you must be gone from hence immediately. Here Portia says, "See, there stand the caskets." She shows the caskets to Prince of Aragon and says, "If you choose the one in which my fortune is contained, immediately shall our marriage ceremonies be celebrated. But if you fail, my lord, then without further discussion, you must depart from this place immediately." So here Portia repeats the rules and conditions of the task to Prince of Aragon. Aragon. I am enjoined by oath to observe three things. First, never to unfold to anyone which casket that was I chose. Next, if I fail of the right casket, never in my life to woo a maid in way of marriage. Lastly, if I do fail in fortune of my choice, immediately to leave you and be gone. In these lines, Prince of Aragon says, I am bound by my oaths to do three things. First, I have never to reveal to anyone which casket I chose. Secondly, if I fail to choose the right casket, I must never, during the rest of my life, propose marriage to any other girl. Lastly, if I fail to make the right choice, I must immediately leave you and go away without any discussion. Portia. To these injunctions means orders, everyone doth swear that comes to hazard for my worthless self. Portia says, everyone swears to observe these conditions or these orders who comes to take the risk of choosing for my poor self. Aragon. Fortune now to my heart's hope, gold, silver, and base lead. Who chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath. You shall look fairer ere I give or hazard. Here, Prince of Aragon is agreed to the conditions and says, my fortune now favor the hopes of my heart. Gold, silver, and base lead. Now, who chooses me must give in his heart all he has. Then he says, you must look more attractive before I shall give or risk anything. What says the golden chest? Ha! Let me see. Who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire. What many men desire, that many may be meant by the fool multitude that choose by show. I will not choose what many men desire, because I will not jump with common spirits and rank me with the barbarous multitudes. Next, the prince reads the inscription on the golden casket. After reading what many men desire, the prince feels that the many may refer to the majority of fools who choose things on the basis of appearance alone, and they are attracted by the good looks only. He declares that he will not choose that which many desire, because he will not join in with the common uncivilized crowd. Why then to thee, thou silver treasure house? Tell me once more what title thou dost bear. Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. And well said too, for who shall go about to caution fortune? To caution fortune means to cheat fate, to cheat luck, and be honorable without the stamp of merit. Then the prince turns, moves to the silver casket, and says, O silver treasure casket, tell me once more what message is written on you. Who chooses me will get as much as he deserves. This is a good saying, for who will go about trying to cheat fortune and be honorable if he has no merit? Means no quality. Let none presume to wear an undeserved dignity. Means let no man aspire to wear a dignity, an honor which he doesn't deserve. Oh, that estates, degrees, and offices were not derived corruptly, and that clear honor were purchased by the merit of the wearer. In these lines, Prince of Aragon says, I wish that property, promotions, and appointments were not obtained dishonestly, and that pure honor could only be got by a deserving man. Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. I will assume desert. Give me a key for this, and instantly unlock my fortunes here. Then he says, well, as for my choice, who chooses me will get as much as he deserves. I shall take up that which I deserve. Give me a key for this one, and I will unlock it to see what my luck is here. Children, here the Prince of Aragon agrees with the inscription written on the silver casket because he does not think that anyone can cheat fate and attain good fortune if they don't deserve it. He says that no one should claim dignity and worth that do not truly belong to him. He wishes that property, rank, official positions, and other honors were earned by the qualities, not by the corruption. He takes for granted that he deserves the best and asks for the key to the silver casket to unlock his good fortune. He opens the casket. Portia, aside, too long a pause for that which you find there. Portia says, you pause too long for one who has found good fortune. Arrogant. What's here? The portrait of a blinking idiot presenting me a schedule? I will read it. Who chooseth me shall have as much as he deserves. Did I deserve no more than a fool's head? What is here? Reads, the fire 7 times tried this. 7 times tried that judgment is that did never choose amiss. Some There be that shadow's kiss, such have but a shadow's bliss. When Prince of Argan opens the silver casket and finds a picture of a foolish looking person holding a message for him to read, he says, "What is here? The portrait of a dull eyed fool who offers me a written paper. I shall read it. Who chooses me shall get as much as he deserves." It is written on the casket. Do I then deserve no more than the head of a fool? Is that my price? Do I deserve no more than this? Then he reads, "The silver chest was made and tested by fire 7 times. The kind of judgment that never chooses wrongly can withstand as many tests. There are some vain people, some worthless people who kiss their own reflection in the mirror. Such people experience only a shadow of joy. There be fools alive, I wis. Wis here means assuredly, silvered over, and so was this. There are fools out there with silver hair as well as silver. Silver here means money. This choice of the silver casket is as foolish as they are. They are means the people with the grey hair and people with much money. With one fool's head I came to woo, but I go away with two. Sweet adieu, I'll keep my oath patiently to bear my worth. Here Prince of Aragon says, I came here to win Portia with one foolish head on my shoulders. I go away having gained another one. Farewell, sweet lady. Then Prince of Aragon, he says goodbye to Portia and he promises that I shall obey my oath and patiently endure my displeasure. Prince of Aragon departs with his men. Portia. Thus hath the candle singed. Singed here means burned. The moth. Oh, these deliberate fools, when they do choose, they have the wisdom by their wit to lose. Portia says, so one more moth has been burnt by the candle. Here, Portia is happy when Prince of Aragon goes, and she compares him to a moth that has been burnt by the flame of a candle. She calls her suitors cunning fools and says they do not have enough intelligence, they do not have enough wit to do anything but lose. Then she asks Narissa to draw the curtain. Enter a servant. Where is my lady? Then a servant enters and asks, where is my lady? He asks for Portia. Portia, here, what would my lord? Portia says, here, what do you want, my lord? Servant, madam, there is alighted at your gate a young Venetian, one that comes before to signify the approaching of his lord, from whom he bringeth sensible regrets. To wit, besides comments and courteous breath, gifts of rich value. Yet I have not seen so likely an ambassador of love. A day in April never came so sweet to show how costly summer was at hand as this four supper comes before his lord. Four supper here means someone who arrives before. Here the servant says, Madam, a young Venetian means someone who has come from Venice, has just arrived at your gate, who has come in advance, that his lord is arriving shortly. He brings from him substantial tokens of respect, in addition to salutations, in addition to greetings and courteous regards. He has commendations, means valuable gifts. Further, he says, so far I have not seen so promising an ambassador for a lover. A day in April never dawned so sweetly, showing that rich summer was soon to follow, as this advanced rider comes before his lord. Children, here the servant compares the man coming ahead of his master to a sweet and warm April day that shows that summer is near. Portia, no more, I pray thee. I am half afeard. Afeard here means afraid. Thou wilt say anon. Anon means soon. He is some kin. Kin means relative to thee. Thou spendest such high day wit in praising him. Come, come, Narissa, for I long. Long here means I wish to see. Quick, Cupid's post. It means messenger that comes so mannerly. Mannerly means in a courteous manner. Here Portia says, I request you to speak no more. No more words in his praise. I am almost afraid. You will say he is some relation of your own, since you expend the fullest force of your intelligence in praising him. Come along, Narissa, for I wish to see the swift messenger of Cupid, who has come in such a fine manner. Narissa, Bassanio, Lord Love, if thy will it be. Narissa says, may it be Bassanio, O God of love, if such is your will. Here, Nerissa hopes that it is Bassanio come to win over Portia. After this, Nerissa, Portia, and the servant they go out. Children, till here we have read that two suitors, one is Prince of Morocco and another is Prince of Aragon, came to Belmont to win Portia, but unfortunately both of them could not choose the right casket and they went from there. That's all for today. I hope you have understood the scene well. Thank you.